Yeah, Saturday. Uh, just gonna make it quick because I know we've all got things to do. Some of us, someone told me they listen to this when they're on their way to work. I really, really appreciate that you're all listening and sharing. I had a padlock on my account. I've taken it off because I know it needs to be shared, and I appreciate every single one of you for listening and sending me words of encouragement to keep pushing this because, like I said, God gave me this to do, and your reactions makes me even feel more that God indeed gave me this assignment. If you hear some notification sounds in the background, please bear with me. I'm recording from my laptop now. Yeah, speaking to a friend. She's a lawyer, top lawyer. If she hears this, she's just gonna laugh right now. But yeah, she's a very, very top lawyer, and for some funny reason, I mean, we're very close, and for some funny reason, sometimes I tweet things, maybe having a little fun, just tweeting something, or I'm saying something. She just come into my DM and say, "Suffer, I do what kind." Oh, sorry, let me speak English. Pastor, this thing that you said, should have said it like that. You should have said it like this, because legally that, and then she breaks that whole legal framework for me to understand, and I honestly really really appreciate her. She's my number one Barry Lee. Yeah, but like I said, she's always looking out for me, always looking out for me. Even things that she feels that things that I'd say, for lack of a better phrase, things that don't really concern her. She just come in and say, "Hey, you all right? Yeah, this thing that you said, this, that, should have done it this way, should have done it that way." And I appreciate her advice because it's always solid advice. There's wisdom in the things that she says. And I think we had a similar interaction just about a day ago, and it brought me to the realization of having the right people around you, having God fearing people around you, having people that are gonna impact you. There was a time I was thinking of talking about yes men, but I think this kind of ties into that. Not just having yes men, not just having people who are gonna encourage you in all that you do, but you also need people who would encourage you and people who can rebuke you or who can reproach you and tell you, "Hey, look, we are rooting for you, but this thing that you've done or this thing you're doing, we don't think it's the right way to go." And it brought me to two things in the Bible. In Psalm 1, it says, "Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the wicked." So the counsel around you must not be ungodly, it must not be wicked, it must not be sinful, it must not be scornful and all of that. You need to have people who are Christ-minded like you, who are like-minded like you, to go far. Bible also talks about, I think my brother was talking about this the other day. He was like, he was speaking about the verse, says, can two not walk except they agree, right? But if you're getting advice from people who are moving in the opposite direction from you, obviously there will be no progress. And the other thing that it also brought me to was Esther in the Bible. Now, Esther had the counsel of Mordecai in her corner, and almost everything that she did and the progress that she made, he was in her corner, he advised her. There was even a point where it seemed like, because she was the queen, it was like they were separated, kinda, and he was in trouble. And because he had given her all the advice and everything, the influence that she now had was able to save him and elevate him to a position of a higher status. And I believe he's the one that gave her the advice to go and seek the face of God, in everything concerning the people of Israel in before Xerxes, right? So there is value in having the right counsel around you. You need to have the right people around you. Do not be afraid to cut off people who are there to bring you down, because you're looking to have a relationship with God, or you're looking to have progress, even in your business or in your education, whatever it is. always try and have the right counsel around you. Have people of value. When I say have people of value, it does not mean you have a tick box and if somebody wants to be your friend, you say, what are you bringing to the table? No. You can have people of value who are just there with you. We're all moving together, or as Gen Z would say, we're all vibing together and just going forward. Yeah. So have people who are in your corner, people who are going to advise you. Have mentors. Have mentors. Have people who would connect you. Have your destiny helpers, because a man is not an island. A man can never ever be an island. And trust me, the people that encourage you and say, yo, go girl, and that when it's time for them to actually correct you, or when it's time for them to actually say, hey, yo, Charlie, this thing you did, not the best. Have people who can actually do that. Yeah. That's all I have for you today. I might have stumbled a bit today because this just dropped in my spirit fresh. And I mean, I wish you could see my hand gestures right now, but pulling all of these things together on the spot, like I said, it's unfiltered, most often on the spot. It's like the freestyle of sermons. I have bad jokes. Yeah, but yeah, thank you for listening. This is also another unfiltered sermon, proudly sponsored by the Word of God.